Welcome to Molly O'Grady's. My name is Seamus. It is my honor to be serving you this evening. Will it be the usual, a Guinness and a story? Let's get started. Now, this is the story of Jeb MacDoogle, fairy hunter. Now, as you know, all the stories told at Molly O'Grady's are absolutely true. As far as we know. Many of the stories start out with a few drinks. We call these stories Guinness tales, and one of the tales most often heard are tales of fairies. Over on the wall, we have pictures of people with Guinness tales. And Jeb MacDoogle is one of the folks on the wall. Now, this adventure actually started when Jeb was a young boy. His father told him to go outside and catch some fairies as a way of getting him out of the pub so he could drink in peace. He told Jeb if he caught one, they would give him the red wagon he always wanted. Now imagine Jeb's father's surprise. He couldn't believe his eyes. His son, young Jeb, came back in the pub after a few hours, pulling his dream. How is this possible? Now when Jeb's father asked Jeb about how he got his wagon, he could never remember. Years later, Jeb MacDoogle is still searching for the fairies. He knows now he will need some help, and wisdom, if he is going to solve the wagon mystery. He must seek out the wisest man in the village. And as you know, the wisest man, when it comes to fairy knowledge is of course, Lazy Liam. Jeb seeks him out. Now, Jeb was a little nervous about waking Lazy Liam. He touched his foot to wake him up.
Who are you? And why did you wake me up? I am very busy. What do you want? Why are you wearing a helmet?
I am Jeb MacDoogle, Jeb said nervously. I'm looking to find the fairies. Can you help me?
Now, to see the fairies, you must first drink 12 Guinness pints. That's the fairies' lucky number. Then you must go to a special location. I will give you a map. Now remember, fairies are just like people. Some are nice, some are not so nice. And some are cute and some are not so cute. Be nice to them and they will be nice to you. Probably. Here is the map. Go into the forest and look for these symbols. Stay alert and listen for the fairy chatter. Good luck.
Jeb started his search, walking through the forest, listening for any fairy chatter. Always on guard for any danger. Or food snacks along the trail. Jeb stopped a moment to listen for the fairy chatter.
Did you take the garbage out? That drain in the bathroom is still plugged. Your pet fly is still missing in my garden. How many times must I tell you to flush? My mother is coming to visit next week. Did you trim the bushes? When do I get a break? Work. Do I look fat to you? I think my butt is getting bigger. I should go on a diet. Do I look fat to you?
Well, looks like Jeb's on the right trail. That chatter reminds him of home. So, it really looks like Jeb has found the fairies. And it only took 40 years. Okay, now what? Jeb starts moving towards the fairy tree. Not knowing how the fairies might react. All Jeb really wants to do is find out how he got his wagon, and why can't he remember anything.
Hey everyone, it's the guy with the goofy helmet. I remember him. Everybody can see helmet guy.
Are you sure that's the same guy, Wagon Boy? He looks old.
Most humans get very old, except for Hollywood people.
Let's invite him in for a drink. And maybe a dance or two.
Make sure he wipes his feet. We don't know where he's been.
Come on, let's go to our pub.
I would love to come into your pub. Where is it?
It's right there. Can't you see it?
I will never fit through that door. I'm just too big.
We can fix that. No problem.
Okay, let's all grab a pint. Or maybe 5. Welcome to Fairy Finn's pub. Jeb, on the wall is a picture of the last time you were here. Very good to see you again. Now let's get this party started. Music, please.
Jeb and the fairies danced, drank and sang the night away. A good time was had by all. Some on the dancing was interesting. Yes, let's call it interesting. Some things you can't unsee. Well, it looks like Jeb's out for the count. Too much fun, and maybe too many pints. The party is over, it's time for Finn to close the pub. Now when Jeb woke up, he was back at Molly O'Grady's. It must have been a dream. It was so real. Yes, and that, my friends, was the true story of Jeb MacDoogle. Fairy Hunter.
Oh no. Are you kidding me? Are you really going to pull the "it was only a dream" cop-out ending? What kind of storyteller are you? That's just lame.
What were you thinking? That's the dumbest story ending I've ever heard. And we need to get paid for our parts in the story. Fairy union rate, please.
I agree. That's not the real story. You left out how we saved the world. What are you trying to pull?
You should be ashamed. Shame.
I agree, you really messed up the story. You left out how I saved Christmas and wrestled a reindeer. I'm very disappointed.
Shame.
Okay, I'm sorry. How about free drinks on the house?
That sounds perfect. We all forgive you for being a lousy storyteller. Here's
That
the
sounds
next
good to me.
story.
Heck with that story. Just
Yeah,
call me a
but we
pint.
do.
I'm good.
I'm good. Good.